the international man of mystery, Dr. Adil Baguirov. Back before CSI and Dragnet and even Color, the old gumshoe detective would be faced with a mysterious case.
It's a maze of conflicting clues. Any one of 7 people might have done it.
And if he just kept digging, in the end, the mystery would be solved.
Why did you kill him?
I didn't mean to kill him.
But you did, eh?
Ours starts with this $10,000 house at 630 Maryland Avenue. Who lives there? Who's registered to vote there? Who owns it? It's not very big, only 1,300 square feet. And this doesn't look like the place you'd park your Jaguar with the blacked out chrome. According to voter registration records, it's the home of school board member Adil Baguirov. But what do we know about Dr. B? His father is a bigwig with Moscow Petroleum Club. Well, considering Adil got his PhD from the Moscow State Institute, the Russian part makes sense. And then he worked as executive vice president for lobbyist Stephen Payne at Worldwide Strategic Energy, after serving for several years as a special advisor on Russia and the former Soviet Union to Congressman Kurt Weldon, Republican from Pennsylvania, who was investigated by the Justice Department's Public Integrity Section for suspected unlawful ties to 2 Russian companies and 2 Serbian citizens. His wife with the supermodel looks? Well, she's the daughter of the former Turkish ambassador to the United States. Are we to believe that she's living in this modest North Dayton house with her husband and 2 children? Because, whoa, checking those voter records, his roommate is also his business partner, Islam Shakbandarov. So Islam parks his Range Rover right next to the Jag in the grassy backyard, and 7, and his 2 kids live there too? Doesn't take the world's greatest detective to know that something doesn't add up here. The detective starts digging and finds business registrations to Dr. Baguirov and comes up with Metropolis LLC, which also owns another small property, 111 Cooper Place. This must be where Adil lives. It actually has a garage, and it's the address he used when he filed his one campaign finance report. But wait, checking real estate records, another Metropolis LLC bought another house. Oh, and did we mention that he failed to list either Metropolis LLC on his ethics statements, or the other 2 companies that are in either he or his wife's names, Millennium Medical and Montgomery Medical Holding? That's breaking some rules, but not as big as this rule. To be on the Dayton Board of Education, you have to live in the district. And that second house bought by Metropolis? Well, slight problem. It's in the Vandalia Butler School District. We can't even check the driveway because it's in a gated community. Oh, did I mention it's a $500,000 house? That's more fitting for our royalty with the Russian connections. Since November of 2015, before he became board president, he wasn't even eligible to be on the school board. And in the last election, he may have committed voter fraud. But guess what? While there's a lot of talk about the rules and regulations, there isn't anyone willing to do the investigation. The Board of Elections referred me to the State Ethics Commission, who referred me to the Secretary of State, who referred me back to the Board of Elections and the prosecutor's office, and I went to people I trust who work for the Dayton Public Schools, and you get the drill. Not my department. But since Dr. Baguirov has been so vocal in questioning why I questioned the deal to sell the Patterson Co-op site to CareSource, while he owns a company that depends on Medicaid dollars to survive and has a second undisclosed medical company, I'm guessing he has more to hide. And he has all the answers on the $10 million bus deal, and he buys trucks for his other business from the same dealers. Well, you don't have to be the world's greatest detective to guess how this works. Word on the street has been for a while that Dr. Baguirov wants to run for State Rep Mike Henney's seat, and people wondered how he could do it if he lives in Dayton. Well, now you know. He doesn't. It's time for him to resign. It's time for an investigation into the purchasing decisions run through the board championed by Dr. Baguirov, from the Chromebooks to software to building sales and bus financing. And follow the money, because it's always about the money.